So Paul, you're going in. Good luck, Paul.
You just,
I don't think
if
they do.
This is it. So Chris, what's going on here then?
well, what we have here is a scenario where a couple of canoeists who are unfamiliar with the river have got themselves in trouble going over the edge of the weir, as we can see. And the technique what they're using now to rescue Paul is called live baiting, where somebody can't rescue themselves, we'll commit an SRT trained member of staff into the river to carry out the rescue, and there, as you can see, are being pulled back now by another trained member of staff to safely rescue them to point of safety. And what you can see is going on now is a rescue sled, which is a piece of equipment we have, where we can go out, which is basically like a raft, and can be used to manoeuvre on the river, and we're going to go and actually get contact with him and rescue him.
We're at the weir at Paddy and Fire Station here, quite a realistic venue for this type of thing.
It's a very realistic scenario, because if someone is unfamiliar with the river and they don't know the weir actually exists, they could quite easily come down on a summer's day in a dinghy or a raft and get themselves in trouble with the weir. And the consequences of the weir is that if it's not as bad as it possibly could be today, but in more severe conditions, a weir, the nature of it won't allow you to get out of the actual weir itself.
And it's all over very quickly. I mean, Paul was shouting for help then, and he's already been dragged out, and obviously first aid or any kind of medical conditions he may be suffering could be dealt with straight away.
Yeah, that's right, because the live baiting technique, which is demonstrated there, is a very, very quick technique. And like I say, it is used for when a person can't self-rescue themselves, and the rescuer basically runs and jumps directly and swims towards to the person to be rescued, and a quick and efficient rescue is carried out.
It's a slightly riskier version. You've got someone who's been brought in on a raft here.
Yeah, because we probably use the rescue sled where we do have a bit more time, where perhaps the person is holding on to something or a bit more in a secure, safe position, but still can't self-rescue themselves, and we can take this time to set up the equipment and safely carry out a rescue.
Excellent. And now he's been brought in and getting up safe and well, all completed.
Yeah, safe and well, and he's ready to go for another scenario if needed.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
My hero. Been saved, very cold, very wet, very scary as well with the noise. You don't appreciate just how loud it is when you're underneath something like that. I'm glad these guys was here.
Paul, you've just been dragged out the river. How was that?
Mate, it was scary, it was cold, it was very wet, and the thing is, you don't appreciate just how loud it is. When you're next to a waterfall like that, it's really loud, your orientation just goes everywhere, and so all I could do was shout help, and then before you know it, help was there.
You weren't too deep, but I suppose even only up to your waist or just above that, you
it
were
was
still
just above my waist, and even at that depth, it was throwing me around. It was really like being in a washing machine. That's the best way, because it's pulling me towards it, then it's pushing me away, and it's trying to pull me under. You can feel it all the time trying to pull you under, and that's the scary thing about it.
But within a minute, they went in and brought you back.
Exactly. And I'm quite thankful about that, actually. But if I didn't have all this kit on that I've got now, like the life preserves and things like that, that would be a very, very scary situation to be in. If you wasn't as high as me, which is 6 foot, you'd have no chance, because that was already up to my waist, and it was taking all my strength to sort of hold me in position. It was pulling me around everywhere. If you was, say, like sort of 4 foot, something like that, you'd have had no chance in that situation. You'd have been under.
And as you say, you're wearing the dry suit, you've got warm gear underneath.
Yeah, I've got warm gear, I've got the life preserves, I've got extra equipment to keep me dry, and even now I'm freezing cold, so if you didn't have that, it's worrying.